What is going on, guys? This is Ben here. So we're doing a little bit different style for today's video. I'm going to be showing you guys my third place deck profile, and I said if I ever did really well at an event, I would show you guys the deck profile because I feel like, why not? I already am an opening channel or whatever. But if you guys like to see maybe some more deck profiles of competitive decks that I'm using, let me know. I'll explain some stuff for those of you that are not like in the competitive scene. You kind of know what's going on. Yes, this was a Milwaukee regional yesterday. My sole goal was to get top 4 and actually get a deck box and the mat. I don't know, that's been my goal for a very long time. I already previously did have my invite to nationals, actually funny enough playing Trickstars, but that was back in spiral format when spirals were like at full power. But I finally got my top. I'm excited. It was Milwaukee regional. I think there was 160 players, which is really, really small for considering how normally the regionals in that area get like 200 to 300. So yeah, it was a very small regional, but hey, we took care of it. And this basically is for the new format because I built it basically going into the, like, you guys know the ban list just dropped and it's releasing today, the 21st. So yeah, this deck can be playable in the new format, and the reason why I chose to play Trickstars, it's the deck I'm most comfortable with. It's the deck that I topped previously, but I actually sold the deck and stopped playing it for a couple months once the Pendulum Magicians with Electromite came out, and I was playing that for a while. But I was like, I don't know, I always felt like I messed up one play in that deck or something. With Trickstars, it has a good matchup versus everything. So I was going into this event thinking that most people are going to be playing the new event, which was totally true because I played like Goki 4 times, and Goki is by far one of the best decks this format. And this deck has a pretty good matchup versus it. I actually only played one Pendulum Edition, and that was last round. I'll get into that later. It was crazy. It was an awesome event. I played a lot of Ultra guys. I played actually one FA like in the earlier rounds. So yeah. Got the deck box finally. Show you some photos. Got my picture there. See, I took 3rd place. I went 7-1 in the event. Last round, I was 6-1, and I played the only undefeated guy. He was the last person undefeated, and I beat him. And everyone was like, "Oh, Ben, you're gonna get 1st place." And I was like, "I don't know. My tiebreaker is not that good because I lost to Zephyr. My one loss was to Zephyr." And yeah, he actually still ended up winning the event. So I beat the guy that won the event. Shout out to him. Like, he was still playing Pendulum Edition FTK, and that is no longer going to be a thing, so you guys do not have to worry about that. And the deck doesn't even reflect that I was wearing for that. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile, and I'll go over things. Yes, you can see. Finally got the deck box. We played Nightmares in there, as you can see, but we'll do the monsters first. Okay. I have to address something. Yes, this is a common Candina. These came in the Ash or the Star packs. I didn't have Ultra Rares because I was trying to pick up this deck last minute. And so our rarity stuff in here is a little off. But yeah, 3 Candina, that's standard, with 3 Licorice, that's pretty standard too. Basically, Candina is your searcher, searches any Trickstar. Licorice is burn damage to the hand, and it's just really annoying because a lot of decks search for cards and then just burn them. And then this bounces back your Candina to have this for next turn to use. Lilybell, it can attack directly, and recovers monsters from your graveyard. So Lilybell, if you add it to your hand, it special summons as well. So this is the normal Trickstar lineup. Like I said, I'm going to explain things for maybe people that don't follow competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. Yeah, so this is standard here. I wouldn't play more than any. I wouldn't play less. And it's just very, very good. I might, like when Brandish or Sky Strikers, I might try and throw that, like them in here. So I might cut like a Candina or a Licorice or something. We shall see. But yeah, once Sky Strikers or Brandish come out, they're the same thing. I probably will try and play them with Trickstars because they have a hard time dealing damage, the new Sky Strikers, so that might be good with Trickstar. But 3 Duel Unlocks, this is the best card in the deck. Not only for the Duel Unlock combo, I actually did not get that off the entire event. My last match, when I was playing Pendulum FTK, I was going into game 3. I drew into a Droll, 2 Reincarnations, and a Candina. So that's the best hand you can have. I set the 2 Reincarnations, and then I passed, well, I obviously searched with Candina. Passed turn, standby phase, activated the 1st Reincarnation, he let that go. And then I resolved, or activated the other one, and he drew into red reboot, so he actually stunned me down, so I could not actually Duel Unlock him that turn. So, but I actually ended up still winning that event. That was the only opportunity I had to Duel Unlock someone. So it's not the only win condition in the deck. But it is a win condition nonetheless. I think Reincarnation probably could get banned because usually you use it more. It's in Grave Effect to banish itself to special summon one of your guys, either to make Link monsters or just attack for game. It's literally, it's crazy. And then Duel Unlock shuts down everything. I think you need to be playing 3, even if you're not really playing Trickstar. Honestly, like Goki's just shuts down if it resolves, if they don't have Called by the Grave. It shuts down the new Sky Strikers. It shuts down, I guess the only thing it kind of sucks against is Altergeist, but it shuts down Spirals because that's a really popular deck too. I played a couple of those. So I think this deck, like this card's so good. And then with True Draco's not really being a thing, there were some people playing like still the Masterpiece build, but I never faced it, and not too many of them were top tables. Like everyone at the top tables was like Altergeist, Goki, Spiral, and then like a few Trickstars. Like there was, and then obviously like the Pendulum Magician FTK, that guy was playing, and then there was one other Pendulum, and that was it. Like it was, so it was a lot of new format stuff, except minus like the FTK version of the Pendulum. Then I played 2 Ash Blossom. I would have ran more if I had a third, but honestly I didn't miss it, so I'm gonna keep it at 2. Originally I was kind of mad that I couldn't find a third, or not mad, but like no one had any for trade at the event or anything, so I was like, okay, I'll just go with 2, and I didn't miss it at all. It sucks versus Goki. It's okay versus Spiral for double Helix. It's not very good versus Altergeist. It's gonna be okay versus Brandish, but it doesn't even really stop Sky Strikers or Brandish because they can just, their stuff's not once per turn. So I think at 2s it's fine. Ghost Ogre I'm actually gonna cut going into this next format. The only reason why I played one of them was because it was still, like I said, the ban list was still not in effect. So I was scared of Pendulum Magicians, and I never played any until my last round. Obviously I have 2 more in the side just in case for that, and I'm actually gonna cut them out from the side too, because like, or maybe I'll keep 1 in the side or 2, but Ghost Ogre is, I don't feel like it's that good coming into this next format, because the reason why it was so good is because it stopped Electromite. Other than that, it's not the greatest. So I would cut this, but I played 1 today and it worked well. I would cut it for another Impermanence. Permanence, I like. A lot of people don't like this card. A lot of people think it's overhyped. I don't think so. I think it's really, really awesome. You can set it if you get Red Reboot. You can also set this again if they don't kill you that turn. You can activate it from your hand, go in second. It's just insane. I just need to get another one. I was searching for another one the whole event. No one had any really for trade. But once I get another one, I'll be running 2 of these instead of the Ogre. If you don't have Ogres, Effect Veilers work just as well too. This is just a little bit better. So yeah, Honest came in clutch. This is solely for Waking the Dragon. And I guess this event for Masterpiece, if I did have to face True Draco, but obviously now we're not gonna have to worry about Masterpiece. So I'd probably cut this down to 1, because Waking the Dragon, yes, it is a threat, but you don't want to just be super scared. Plus, this actually won me a game a few times where they didn't know I was running Honest. Tack into one of my Trickstar cards, boom. That's game right there. And then we have the 3 light stages. I have 2 ultra rares and 1, this was the MVP, the Starfoil rare. For whatever reason, I felt like I drew the Starfoil rare one more often than these. I don't know, it was good. But then we have the 3 terraformings, just to search this, obviously. I do have 3 scapegoats. There they are. You have to run 3. If you resolve this, you can usually break your opponent's boards and just win. You can do like nightmare combos with it. If you need to, you can make Borreload. It's just offers so much advantage. I made a huge misplay round 7 because there was 8 rounds. I was doing well. I was going second. I stopped his play with his Isolde because he was playing Gokis, and he made some stuff. And then my turn, I drew this, and like I couldn't really do much because he had some like I don't know what he had. I think he drolled me. So I summoned my Candina. He drolled me after I resolved, and I was kind of flustered. And I was shuffling my cards in, and I forgot to set my scapegoat. And I was like, oh no! As soon as I passed turn, I saw it in my hand. I thought I was gonna lose that match. Thank God. Thank God he didn't have an answer for my strike because I just striked his Isolde, and it was. So I didn't lose to that, but it was the big misplay of my tournament, and it didn't actually cost me because I ended up beating the Gokis anyways. I played 4 Gokis. It was crazy. This deck has a good matchup because obviously because of Droll, but 2 Desires. I don't want to play 3. Don't want to play 1 because I want to see it. But the reason why you play 2 is because you hope you don't draw. Hopefully you don't Desires into a Desires. That happened at least 6 times this tournament, and every time I was so mad. But at least with Nightmare cards, you can fix your hand kind of, or like you can discard this and get your Nightmare effects off, and then maybe if they're calling, draw 1. But I hated Desires this event because would always Desires into it. Then Raigeki, in case I didn't win the die roll, which I actually didn't. I think I only won like 2 dice rolls the whole tournament. It was not good, but the hand traps really save you like Droll. I felt like I saw a lot of Droll, which is really good. Reborn, really nasty. People running their nightmare combos, and I actually only got extra linked once, so that's where they like do the entire nightmare combo, make their things not destroyed by battle or card effects and can't be targeted, and then they steal your extra monster zone. That only happened once, and yeah, I had to pass. But if you like, basically you can reborn some of their link monsters and just other problem stuff. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think you still have to run it. 3 reincarnation. Don't really need to explain why. You can banish this from your graveyard, special summon. The banish effect is really nice because if you set this, even if you don't have Ogre, if they add like a problem card that you can't deal with or just cards for their combo, it's okay to risk the reincarnation, have them banish it, and just draw a new hand. Like, I did that so many times when Goki would add like a few cards, like when they would add keep adding back their stupid, they're not stupid, but the equip spells, because that's how they extend a lot, is like like with their equip spell, they can banish you from the grave, add that, do some crazy shenanigans, and like sometimes you banish that, if you don't really have anything else to do, it kind of slows them down a little bit. Other than that, like Spiral, if you really want to, you can banish, if you have nothing for Spiral Sleeper, get rid of, just when they add it, banish it off of that, or Last Resort. So it's pretty good in that, and also for damage. When you have Licorice on the field, it's just really good. Pendulum Magicians, I would do it for when they would reveal like Astrograph, but that was only like one game that I played. 3 Torrential Tribute, I do not play Eater of Millions in here. This one's shout out to Mason Matilla. He's a very good Trickstar player. Because like this was a last minute, I switched to Trickstar because I was pretty comfortable with it, but I asked him a lot for like a lot of deck list changes or what he's running, because he's been playing it for a long time. And he's been doing very well with him, topping a lot of events and everything. So shout out to him. And he told me to run 3 Torrential over the, well, like he said basically don't run Eater of Millions if you're gonna run 3 Torrential, because they kind of conflict. And it's true, because Eater of Millions then is just kind of like, if you summon it and then you have Torrential Tribute set, you're just gonna lose your Eater of Millions, and then it doesn't work well together. And I didn't really miss Eater of Millions at all. Great card here, loved it, was Heavy Storm Dusters. When people know you're playing Trickstar, to save their hand, if they're a searching deck, they're gonna set their spells. And this just says, no, like, get rid of them. Yes, there is a scare with Waken the Dragon, but, I mean, yes, it is kind of scary, but, I don't know, I think you just have to not worry about that. Maybe game 2, be more vigilant with it. Plus, with, like, Altergeist, because I played 2 Altergeists today, or yesterday, not today. It really was clutch against that, because their protocol is really annoying, because you can't negate Altergeist stuff. And if I knew they had like, because they'll side Solemn, what is it? The one with spells, not Solemn Judgment. I can't think of the name. It's Imperial Order. If they side Imperial Order to like stop your spells, this still kills it. You have a way, at least you have an out. And then I played 2 Solemn Strikes and 1 Solemn Judgment. These can stop hand traps, can stop link summons. They stop some pendulum summons. Overall good card, hand traps. So I really like these. I would not change pretty much. The only thing I said I would change in the maiden deck is that Ogre, because I don't think it's going to be that great going into the next format. And like I said, I built around thinking that people were going to be ready for the next, like this upcoming format with like Gokis and then Brandish and all that stuff. Obviously, I might throw Brandish in here too, so it might change a little bit, but Pure I think is still super, super strong. We'll do the extra deck now. This is mainly for Link Karibo stuff, and if sometimes people will give you their Ibli, if they're, I don't know, I feel like if you give someone an Ibli, you should have a way to destroy it, because otherwise it's a free link. Ibli is the nightmare card that makes it so you can't special summon except links. But we played 1 Link Karibo. If you don't have this, it's fine. I know it's pretty pricey, but I would say run double Link Spider then. Even like I played 2 Link Spider as well. This is nice because like, say you wasted one of your Link Spiders early, you can just tribute one of your tokens, get this back. It's just good for like kind of, I guess, grind games and then not having to waste all your extra deck resources. I played Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. This is sometimes when you wanna say their extra monster zone is kind of taken, and it's the one you're trying to co-link with your nightmares. So this is kind of just to maybe like shift over your, or be able to work with like a monster zone that you want to deal with. Plus it works well with Ningirsu. So I keep playing it. It's a good link too if you don't want to get rid of a nightmare card to maybe go into like a Borreload or something. So I'd keep it at that. Miss Radiant actually won me a game. Did not see entire monster in my hand, had all traps. Had to flip Scapegoat, special on Miss Radiant and Link Spiders. So my board was this, and just set traps. And basically I won with just attacking for well, because Mist Radiant boosts 500 attack to Earth monsters and lowers Wind monsters. It got me over a Spiral Tough that I could not kill otherwise as well for when I was playing Spirals, so Mist Radiant has to stay in here, and I like the 2 Link Spiders for a lot of damage. Trickstar Holly Angel. It requires 2 Trickstar monsters, and it's 2,000 attack, so it helps you get over big monsters, but I never summoned it. It's in theory it's fine, but I actually probably would cut this for like when I'm playing, if I throw Brandish in here, because I'm going to need to put the Brandish links. But Pier, I probably would keep it in. There's nothing, actually, no, I'd probably cut this for a Topologic Bomber Dragon. I'm not playing that today, and I want to. Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, and then I had Nightmare Unicorn to round out the, that's all I played of the Nightmares. You could co-link with a Link Spider and or a Link Karibo and still get the effects of these, and it's pretty nasty. And then you could co-link like this. I had this, like I had a board like this a lot after Scapegoat sometimes with like maybe 1 monster in hand or something. It was really good. Sometimes I would switch it up for like a Unicorn if I wanted to shuffle something back. So it was just overall really nice. I liked those 3 a lot. I wouldn't put more in there. I wouldn't put less. I would not play Griffin. I wouldn't play Mermaid. So, and then my other one was Topologic Trisbania. Never summoned it. It's okay for reverse Altergeist if they set a ton or Paleo, but I never had the chance. I never really needed it. So, I mean, I'll probably keep it just in case, but I don't know. It's good. Like I said, I'd probably put also Topologic Bomber Dragon in here instead of Holly Angel because that card's nuts. I really wish I was playing it today. It would have helped out so much versus the spam boards, because anytime a monster is summoned to a Link Zone that points to, it just blows up the field. Then we played the Ningirsu, the World Chalice Warrior, because when you get linked or extra linked, you have no way to destroy their stuff, because you can't destroy it by battle, can't destroy it by card effects, and you cannot target. And Ningirsu does not target, so you need some way of non-targeting removal, and he's like your only option, kind of. So he was in there. I think I only used his effect once, and it helped out, but I'm going to keep him. And then Borreload, because Borreload steals big threats, and he doesn't target as well, so he's another one, but sometimes you can't get to a Link 4. And then the only XC I played was the Phantom Knights of Breaksword. Never played it, but you make this with double Licorice, and it's just getting over problem stuff. I'm going to keep it in there. I think if you're playing Trickstar, you need that card. The last 2 were Cherries targets. Isolde for Gokis, and this was, I'm going to cut this as well because obviously I'm not too scared of Pendulum Magicians anymore, but this was like the event. So you don't need to play this. This was a Cherries target, and now since the ban list is done, don't need it. But like I said, my matchup for round 1 was Altergeist. Round 2 was, I think that was my loss. It was versed, no, I played FAs then. I actually almost lost FAs because I bricked pretty hard, but I ended up getting the victory over them. And then game 3 was Zephyra. That was my loss. Oh, that was pretty tough. And then I played Spiral, beat the Spiral, and then it was like 1, 2, 3 Gokis in a row. So what was that? 5 and 1. And then I forget what else I played. I think then I played another Altergeist, and then I played Pendulum Magician. So yeah, or Pendulum FTK. It wasn't Pendulum Magician, it was Pendulum FTK. And the hand traps really saved us. I'll go into the extra deck now. This Honest was supposed to be in the main deck. It is in the main deck. I think I showed that. We evenly matched. Win so many things. If they extra link you and you're going second, you want to side these in. Or if you know they're playing Goki, you want to side these in. Spiral, you want to side these in. Anything, really. It's a blowout card. It's the only thing that kind of sucks is if they have Trigate Wizard, they can negate it. But if you have 2, honestly, I think I only got evenly matched off twice. But it was after that I won the game, so not bad. The other card, this card is broken. It literally shuts down. Like everyone says, or I know one. Okay, this one's for Austin. I know he says like, well, if you don't kill him that game, this card sucks. I mean it does, but like I love this card, man. It won me so many matches today. It got used against me a lot too. But it's really good. It's a blowout versus the I can't think of the name now. I was just talking about Altergeist. Blowout versus them. beat my 2 Altergeist because of this card. And then obviously a lot of people will use Reboot on the Reincarnation though. If they set it though, you don't pay the 4,000 life points and you're good to go. I think you need to play it. It's super good. Sided in going second, and then, well, not really. You don't really need to side it in going second unless you're playing like another Trickstar or Altergeist. But going first, you still kind of want to side this in case someone has evenly matched, and then you can also set it too. You don't have to. You can keep it in your hand if you wanted to, but I think like you don't have to side all 3. But I really like the card. Next, I love this card too. Ghost Reaper, Winter Cherries, Soul Day. And then it slows them down so much. Yes, they can still make the Nightmare stuff, like some Nightmare combos, but a Soul Day is their big enabler of the combos for Goki. And then I had 2 cherry targets as well, Double Helix and ABC Dragon Buster, because I can't really get rid of Dragon Buster that well. In case I played ABC. I didn't actually play ABC, so that was fine. And then Double Helix for Spiral. So just that's for my side cherries. And then I have 2 Ogres. This was, like I said, in case I played Pendulum Magician. But now that's no really longer a thing. I'd probably just keep 1 in the side and then have 2 Impermanences in the main, and then that would be kind of it. So Ghost Ogre, I'm not a huge fan of this format. So yeah, that's that. You don't really need it. Well, if you have it, it's better than nothing. But if you can't get Impermanences, or just I'd say Veiler. Veiler's better than this right now, I think. Dark Hole, going seconds, and then the one. Humongous, the Sticky String Kaiju. This is for the sided inverse Gokis for their crazy boards that they can make if you can't shut them down. It was in there for Draco too. And if I saw Waking the Dragon, I would have sided this in as well, but I never saw Waking the Dragon. So that was that. I really did enjoy the event. Like I said, it was a little bit smaller than what they are normally, but I'm just so happy. Finally got top 3. And hopefully I explained some things. I know it was a longer video, but I know you guys like to explain things about my thoughts on the meta. Or whenever I watch a deck list video, I want the person's opinion usually as to what they think was good, what they thought was bad, what they would change, instead of just going over the cards. So I'm sorry if it was super long, but I don't know. The Gokis for real. They're crazy. The Brandish or Sky Strikers, they're gonna be good too. And I feel like Droll shuts them down a lot as well, but I feel like I'm going to play Sky Striker Trickstar. Obviously, I have to do more testing. I have been testing it online a lot, but happy with this. Spiral is kind of scary too, but that's what the Ashes and the Drolls are for. And yeah, that's why I like Trickstar. It has the hand traps, and I don't know, it just can deal, it can OTK even, which is really, really nice. Like if you hand trap them and you're going, if you lose a die roll, you hand trap them, shut down their turn, and they just pass. If you have like Candina in hand and like either a field spell or another Trickstar monster, you can usually get so much damage on board, and then end the board with just Licorice and the field spell, and they just, on their draw, they're almost dead at that point, which is really nice. So other than that though, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if you'd like to see it. I really do like the playmat. It is the Elemental Sabers. I forgot to say that. I wish I would have topped 8 at a regional when it was the Saruja, because I love that playmat, but well, we're cool with this one and finally got the deck box, so I'm happy. Hope you guys enjoy the video though. I'll be opening up a bunch of the Dark Saviors booster box coming up. Let me know if you would like for more deck profiles and stuff. Yeah, sorry if it's longer, but I just like explaining this stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.